Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode. And on this episode, we'll be talking about long hair fever. I mean, our obsession with long hair. I used to be on this category. you know, from our childhood, we've been indoctrinated with, fairy tales, Disney princesses like Rapunzel and other princesses that make long hair so magical. I mean, it's not bad to want long hair. Okay, after all, that was one of the drivers of the natural hair community, wanting to see how far our hair can go because of the narrative that black hair don't grow long. Yeah, so it's okay to want long hair, but sometimes the obsession can be unhealthy. Do you get? And that's a balance I'm here to create. I'm learning to create for myself because starting my hair growth journey, you know, I grew up watching, you know, Disney characters with long hair and Nickelodeon kids, Nickelodeon black kids with long, full Afro hair. You know that representation. And I was like, these kids, they look like me. They have the same skin color as me. So is it not possible that my hair can look like that? So after secondary school, I decided to keep my natural hair. And you guys saw my journey. I got to butt length. I was so happy until I got hired. You know, having long hair comes with a lot of responsibilities and discipline. Actually, you get used to it, you get used to your hair care routine. But at some point, you actually get bored. Like, so bored you want to try something new. And that's life. It's a cycle, okay? When you are too, when you're on a particular lane for too long, you feel stuck. You want that excitement, you want that adrenaline. That shows that you're alive, okay? And you'll not be able to appreciate what you have at the moment because you are so used to what you have. Do you get? And that's why our life comes with a lot of challenges. That's what makes the journey more interesting. Do you see that? Just imagine there's an audience somewhere watching us in this world. Don't you see how interesting, how entertained they will be? What makes it entertaining? Because of how we face our challenges. Do you get? Challenges that life throws at us. So that's what happened to me. I got tired. People loved my hair. People appreciated my hair more than I did, even though there's no way they can, deep down, they can't love my hair more than I do. Because, oops, sorry. Because it's a very strong love for my hair to have gotten to butt length, okay? But I was tired, as human as I am. I got bored and tired. I wanted to lock my hair. Before the incident, if you don't know what happened that I now have short hair, please check previous videos. So and I'm beginning to appreciate short hair better. I'm beginning to appreciate short hair better. Although I didn't plan to go for short hair, I plan to go for locks. Even though I had an urge long before now to cut my hair, but I said instead of cutting, it, let me just go for locks. But now that it happened that I cut my hair, I appreciate short hair better. When my hair was short, I loved it all, but I think I love it now with more understanding. Then I just loved it for loving sake, with the hope that I can't wait for my hair to grow longer. But now that my hair has gotten longer and now I have short hair, I appreciate my short hair better. Like I see the beauty in having short hair, like that freedom. If you notice, when people go through tough times, one of the things they do first is to cut their hair. You see it in the movies, you see it in real life. They cut their hair not because they don't love their hair anymore, but it gives that sense of freshness, that that indication that you're on a new journey. Do you get? And I'm on a new journey. It's more like a reset and not a regret. And I'm looking forward to enjoying this new journey and having the best of it, making the best of it. And thanks for listening to me. I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you. I love it if you join me on this episode. And wait, you know, natural, natural. I don't know if I got her name right. Natural. You know, she's a big one of the pioneers of the natural hair care community. But you see how often she cut her hair. Doesn't mean she doesn't love her hair. She loves her hair. It's still part of her identity. But once in a while, you see her, she just pulls up scissors and cut the hair because she's on another phase. There's nothing to prove anymore. I don't have anything to prove to people anymore about natural hair. Okay, so now it's not. Now it's about me. It's about what I want. A lot of people were against me locking my hair. A lot of people were against me cutting my hair, but I did it anyway because at that time, that was what I wanted for my mental health sake. You see, there are lots of big um 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 natural hair care enthusiasts that at some point they always cut their hair. I know a lot of them, but I can't remember their names. And then I used to be like, no, don't carry it, no, don't carry, don't carry it. I used to be mad at them. But now I know better. I know much more better because I have walked the path. Even the very fro mother, if you notice, she locked her hair. She locked her hair. Oh, there's so far you can go. We are humans. We're meant to enjoy life. Okay, we're meant to enjoy life. Sometimes when you are not supposed to be too bound on something, it doesn't mean that you no longer stand for that thing, but that you want to evolve. Do you get? We are humans. We don't like feelings talk. Do you get? There's nothing to prove any longer. And this is also another way to make space for upcoming haircare enthusiasts, to have a spotlight. Okay, take that as you may. Um, I'm happy to see your faces. See you in the next video.